Boom. That was the sound of my computer exploding. Simulated, of course.
It could have been the sound of your head exploding, too.
If my head exploded, how am I still talking?
I don't know. Stranger things have happened to Mirai server.
Alright, well, to preface the different intro, I'm trying a slightly different encoder setup for both the stream and the local recording. Fingers crossed that, I can get a little bit better quality on the local recording. Stream quality might not be quite as good. I switched to using a hardware encoder for that instead of software, so yeah, but there's only so much quality that you can get on a Twitch stream anyways. That was my rationale for it. Anyways, the game. That's what we're here for. So we played Uncharted Drake's Fortune last time. Not immediately last time, but as far as this series is concerned, that was the last one. This time, we'll be doing Uncharted 2, Among Thieves, which I'm interested to see how it holds up, because this is probably my favorite. I think I've gone on record saying that in the past. Honestly, I like 2, 3, and 4 all a lot, but this is just kind of my personal favorite, I think, in terms of setting. And I'm not sure about the set pieces. I guess we'll see how those go, but so yeah. Hello, everyone. Ooh, it's a dagger this time instead of a coin. Assuming that's called the dagger. I don't know. Okay. Menu is, radically different. All right. I'm gonna double check. Subtitles are on. Hints are on. I guess I'll leave those on just in case I'm incredibly dumb. It has been known to happen. Okay, yeah, I think all of those are fine. This is just display and motion blur, which I prefer to have off in most situations. Actually, you know what? Let's double check the output. Okay, it is set to stereo headphones. I think it might have saved that from the other game. Yeah, let's keep everything in English, please. Also, why did I click on the credits one? I don't know. Game's over. We're done.
Wow, quickest credits warp ever. You got from the game to the credits before you even started playing the game.
All right, I'm going to start timing and done. All right, all jokes aside. Yeah, let's just start an entirely new game. I think this is the first chapter anyways, but, better safe than sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'll just keep the treasures like I did last time. And I'll stick with normal for my sanity as well. So we're gonna do new game data.
So do you play D&D ever?
I started one game. This would have been, I guess, like years ago now. We got like a few sessions in, and then we got kind of busy, and it just kind of died. So. Yeah.
The reason I'm asking is because there's actually a D&D set that got announced for Dungeons & Dragons.
What do you mean by D&D set?
Magic the Gathering cards.
Oh, okay.
Like, set in the Dungeons & Dragons universe.
Yeah. Okay,
so,
now it makes more sense.
This?
Also, in medias res.
That's my blood. That's my blood. It's a lot of my
Oh yeah, we start in the middle of the game.
So, this looks fun.
And I'm gonna bet that at the end of this, it's going to be like they could have a scene where it just cuts, and it just Nathan just goes, "I bet you wonder how I got here." Dun, 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 dun.
You could make an edit of that. Would not be hard to do.
I'm not that good at editing software.
Okay, so I need to climb, but the question is where? I think up the left side. See if the camera pivots around. It does. I am supposed to go up the left side, right? Oh, wait a minute. I think I have to go all the way around. There we go. The question is, where do I go from here, though? Oh, good. That didn't kill me.
Yeah, that definitely felt intentional.
Oh, it most definitely is. So, this is pretty tense for a tutorial. I do have to say. Okay, my CPU utilization is high. I haven't seen a message about the encoder getting overloaded yet.
It's okay. It's okay.
Just gonna keep an eye on it, you know, in case. How does this metal bend that much?
I mean, it's possible.
Hold L in the direction you want to swing and press jump. So you
Then why
don't
did it
actually
fall
have to
from me
swing
like
it,
that?
you just press it. And it's good. Alright, on the list of things that I'm glad I'm doing in a video game and not in real life, this would be pretty darn near the top. I mean, look at this. Okay. We're gonna have to find another way around. Oh, we've got our pipe back. I suppose it would be a little bit easier because you could probably brace yourself against the underside of the carriage. Well, not anymore. Oh, we've made it to the top. Probably just in time. Alright, and the carriage is going to detach in 3, 2, 1.
Which is a good thing.
No, I guess it's not
Oh,
detaching,
no.
it's just falling off. Oh, we survived the tutorial.
Buy me a drink, sailor.
Harry Flynn? Hey! What the hell are you doing here?
I'm looking for you, mate.
Uh-oh. Should I be flattered or worried?
Maybe a bit of both. Come here. I've got a job for us.
Really?
The client is willing to part with a huge sum of cash if we acquire a certain object for him.
All right, I'm listening.
Now, you're not gonna like this.
Oh, no. No, you're out of your mind.
Yeah, you just hear me out for a
No,
second.
Flynn, we both know 2 people who were killed trying to lift something out of this
And
place.
one who made it out.
Yeah, barely.
I can't do this without you, Drake. You're the only one who's cracked it, and you know better than anyone it's a 2-person job.
No. 3, actually.
Right. And speak of the devil, here she comes now.
What?
Chloe Frazer.
Nate.
Oh,
Drake.
thanks
Nate.
for the follow, Chris.
Drake.
Hello, Harry.
Chloe here's one of the best drivers in the business.
Why did she come across as
She'll
evil
take
to
good
me?
care of us.
I bet.
I think it might be the voice.
Right, look. I've got it all figured out. We go in through the sewer.
I'm loving it so far.
That puts us in the courtyard. From there, we scale up the wall, run across the rooftops, and just drop down into the exhibit hall. Bob's your uncle. And what is worth all
But my
this
uncle's
trouble,
not Bob.
you ask?
I didn't, but go
Irrelevant.
ahead. But that's it. An oil lamp.
Yeah.
It's worthless. I don't get it.
Neither do we. That's why we tracked you down.
Well, it sounds like you're working for a nutcase. Some collector who's got too much time and money on his hands. And by the way, this is not worth any of it.
But there's more. How's your 13th century Latin, mate?
Where'd you get this?
Borrowed it from the files of the nutcase.
In Trebizond, we were set upon by thieves. Father, Maffeo, and I were robbed of our greatest treasures. This was written by Marco Polo.
Yes, that much we were able to work out.
Unfortunately, the rest of it's nonsense.
Hey, hold on. So that it should not fall into the
Oh,
wrong hands.
yeah, thanks.
I concealed my
I'm
great
getting
sorrow
pretty
in
close to
Khan's
hitting
boots.
50, although
The light of the great Khan
the
shelters
only
the
requirement that I
13.
probably won't hit anytime soon for getting affiliate is having an average of 3 viewers per stream.
I don't know, someone want to fill me in?
Marco Polo leaves China with 600 passengers and 14 ships loaded down with treasure from Kublai Khan. And he lands in Persia a year and a half later with only 1 ship left and only 18 passengers. Now he recorded
Yes, that looks
every
like Greek in
detail
the
of his journey,
background to
but he
me.
never told what happened to all those ships and the passengers.
On the chalkboard.
So somewhere
Very
out there,
important
there were
details.
13 ships loaded with the Emperor's treasure waiting to be found.
Yeah, and that is what your client is after. Hey, look at this lamp. It's covered in Mongolian script. It must have been a gift from Kublai Khan.
The
How
light
convenient.
Of the great Khan shelters
Shelters
the fate of the 13.
Marco Polo hid something inside this lamp. Something that pinpoints the site of the lost fleet.
So, we're dicking this guy over, right?
Damn straight.
Absolutely. You in then?
What the hell? I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Given what we saw a minute ago.
You should know better than to tempt fate.
In media res, part 2. The Resoning.
Alright, let's just keep moving, because I don't want that to fall on me. Sound like a plan? Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh, please tell me those can't hurt me. That would be quite unfortunate.
I'm assuming you have almost no health.
It's an Uncharted game. I can die from literally falling, you know, 10
2 feet.
Oh.
I fell. Oh no! I fell 2 feet and stubbed my toe.
Well, at least there's fire to help keep me warm.
Remember, teach a man to fish, and or give a man a fire, and he'll be.
Locked. It's always locked.
If you give a man a fire, he'll be warm for the rest of the day. Set a man on fire, he'll be warm for the rest of his life.
That is true.
Sorry, I had to remember how to say it. I'm bad at that sometimes. R2 is reload? What the hell are these controls?
Yeah, it's weird. But that's how the first one was, so.
That man's head went into the ground.
Well, there's, you know, at least a few inches of powder. I can see what you mean, though. I remember this area having, like, a bit of a stealth section to it, I want to say, since we're, like, so injured and, you know, without firepower.
And I'm guessing your friends either betrayed you or left you for dead or something.
We'll get to that.
I don't know, actually. I legitimately don't know these games.
Well, in that case, I won't say anything more on it for the time being. But yes, we are in quite a bad situation. There's no denying that. Oh. that was not exactly how I was expecting to get through that, but I guess it works. Ow. I guess the plot had something to say about it. And we're dead. That's it. That's the game. Game over. No more Uncharted series.
Man, it's so unfortunate that's the exact spot where he died.
Hello. Well, so much for foreplay.
You mind telling me what the hell is going on?
You mean with Flynn?
Yeah, you might have warned me.
And missed the look on your face? Anyway, you haven't exactly made yourself easy to find.
Talk about making yourself easy.
Oh, you're not jealous. Let's not forget who walked out on whom. After all, you don't get to be jealous.
Wait a minute, Chloe.
If it makes you feel any better, my relationship with Flynn is strictly professional.
Really?
Mostly professional.
Oh.
When I figured out he was actually onto something, I thought you'd want to be in on the action.
So what's the plan?
Just like we said, we pull the heist, find the ships, and we make off with the treasure.
With Flynn.
Mm-hmm.
And then?
And then we split the take 3 ways, and you and I just disappear. Together, this time.
I see.
Until then, he can't know about us.
He's gonna be pissed.
He's gonna be fine. Trust me.
What's this? A competing love interest. The drama. And they have history too.
Of course. Oh shit. It went back to his dead core. Oh my god, he's alive.
Well, at least we got that part figured out. Okay, well, I don't think I need to do anything with the case. Oh, that's fun. We're like stumbling forward and it doesn't, you know, indicate to me that we should be jumping something that distance, but we do. Alright, please tell me this one isn't going to fall off the edge too. That would just be, you know, getting cliche at that point. I do appreciate the attention to detail on, you know, the snow getting on him.
Yeah, they really were working the systems to the bone in the original. I don't like the fact that his feet aren't going above the snow, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect. Oh, look, it's the, you know, it's the icon from the loading screens. Must be important.
No, I bet it's a completely random item he never uses again. Maybe as a weapon, because it's, you know, it's a sword, it's a dagger.
It's a very odd-shaped dagger, though. It has like a cross shape on it.
Well, it's also it's not just a dagger; it's also a key.
Ooh, we finally got a timeline.
Sure you're up for this? Feel a lot better if I had a gun. We won't need them. A little insurance, that's all.
Flynn, they're just museum guards. We have their patrols all mapped out. Relax.
Relax. Relax. Have you ever been in a Turkish prison, mate? If we get caught, they will lock us up and throw away the sodding key. You do realise that, don't you?
Better than you do.
Well, you may fancy that kind of thing, but I don't. Can't afford to make any mistakes.
Yeah, and we won't.
We're here.
Alright, so no gun for this section. swear they always make this look so easy in heist movies.
This way.
Still seeing utilization numbers like in the high 90s to 100 sometimes. But I haven't seen the encoder overloaded message yet, so
Yeah, I'm
fingers crossed.
Adaptable.
That's good.
Cocky bastard.
There. What did I tell you? That passage there is going to take us right under the museum.
You called it all right.
You need to have a little more faith in me, chum.
Okay, this one here is me.
All right, remember, that tower is our only way into the exhibit. But we can't even get close with those floodlights on.
We've gone over this.
Just make sure you cut the power by the time we reach the second courtyard.
The lights will be out. I'll have the van waiting at the rendezvous point. Just make sure you get your asses out of there in time.
Fair enough.
All right, enough chat. Let's do this.
Chloe. See you on the other side.
Looking forward to it.
Oh, well, it's
Sure you
a
know where
good
you're
thing that, you know, we can't smell.
Yep. People in 2080 when smell-o-vision has finally been created.
Oh,
No more
no.
sewer levels, please.
Either that or, you know, they could just turn off that setting. What if game developers didn't allow you to turn off that setting, though?
It's like the good old days, isn't it?
Yeah. When were those again?
It's a very valid question. We don't really know. I mean, they only give us, like, you know, bits and pieces here and there.
Oh, wait. This can't be right. We must have made a wrong turn somewhere.
Or maybe...
Now, what do you bet that will take us right into the boiler room? And from there,
Oh, is this our first lift?
we're in.
Yeah.
This is
in
our
like
first
Flynn,
lift.
Right?
What?
In like Flynn.
Wait, but if it's Uncharted 2, then why is there 3 people?
Because it's the second game in the series?
No, I'm joking. There's 3. There's
Is that an Ocean's reference?
no, just a general. Like if it's
You ready?
the second game, why is there 3 characters? You know, but Army of 2 had 2 characters always. So also,
Well,
what is the point of any?
the first game had 3 characters. You know, Victor,
Yeah, but-
Sullivan, and Elena.
Did you boost? Did you do that stuff? Actually, I guess you did. So yeah, never mind.
What? I'm confused.
No, I was trying to make a joke and it ended up being a bad joke. Please tell me that they put the thing back on there so no one trips and falls into the sewer at 100 feet.
They did.
Oh, they did. Good, good. Wouldn't want to break someone's neck.
Or, you know, kill them. That's also something that could happen.
Just reach up there and grab the ladder.
Anytime you want. Just chilling on the other side of the room.
Yeah, I dropped it down for you.
Great.
All right. This is the way to the courtyard.
Well, we're not going this way. Not if you want to keep your skin.
I would like that, yes.
There's got to be a shut-off valve around
How
here
would the museum not notice that there was leaking hot steam in there? That's a huge energy waster. It would be noticed in minutes.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, here's the valve. I went over to the panel.
The thing that looks like a
presumably
power
the
breaker?
circuit breaker. Yeah. Hey, look! I jumped more than 2 feet and I survived.
Oh, well, you see, that wasn't in a cutscene or a climbing segment, so they didn't have to instantly kill you.
Oh.
It also didn't make it impossible. It also didn't make it impossible for you to progress forward, or returning to an earlier spot and make it impossible for you to progress forward.
Well, isn't that
etc.,
nice of
etc.,
them?
etc. How would there be this old background?
Okay.
Never mind. Well, I'm
There
asking
should be a
for.
door just around this corner. That's our access point. Once
It's a
we're
video
through,
game.
stick to the plan.
Yeah, I know. I shouldn't be asking dumb questions.
I mean, I asked them too, on purpose.
The the fact that they have their lights on in this room.
Yeah, this would be the time to turn them off. There's enough natural light from the outside coming in. This is the point where, you know, we could reasonably be seen.
Locked.
Good job I came prepared. I pick more than my nose, my friend.
Wait! There's an alarm. That's new since last time.
Great. Now what?
Well, I can disarm it if we can find the junction box. It's gotta be around here somewhere.
All right, so time to follow the wire, probably. Let's see. It's still,
The oldest name in video games.
still going.
Let's follow the wire.
Having trouble following it past there. Yeah, I kind of lose it once you get to this point. Oh, or is this actually the box? All right, by the looks of it, yes.
All right, we're in.
Huzzah.
Shit. I got him.
Let's see. Okay, so to exit, press forward and tap. To perform a stealth attack. Yeah, see? Stealth is actually a thing now. So we're just incapacitating them for now.
Can you drag them around the corner? Or does it not matter?
No, it doesn't matter, I don't think. Also, yeah.
There's no prompt.
I mean, I could, like, push his body around the corner. Oh, that's some lovely ragdoll physics right there.
There's the tower. Yeah, but we can only get to it from the roof, and we can't get to the roof from here. We're gonna have to make our way to the next courtyard, through that gate over there.
Well, let's do it.
This is a really cool looking area.
I mean, this game in general just has amazing environments.
Oh, yeah. Well, especially compared to the first one. Let's see.
Press forward and hold O. Oh, to go around the corner.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, he wants you to sneak up behind the guard.
Yep. And sleep.
We've got to get up to that balcony. We can climb the gate over here.
Got it.
So when did you start playing a Splinter Cell game again?
We don't have night vision, right? That's a necessary requirement for Splinter Cell.
Actually, that's not true. The last Splinter Cell game, that you didn't have night vision for half the game.
Oh. Well, you know, consider me corrected. It's a good thing that they didn't look over in our direction, you know.
Or hear us.
Okay, is he just gonna move when I move? Oh, we're actually doing
Melee tutorial.
melee tutorial now. Hey, do you want to do anything? He had some trouble with his pathing there.
Gotta respect it.
Come on, what are you waiting for?
At least it's not as bad as, you know, old Mario Party. That had some pretty atrocious pathing in it.
Okay, we're almost there. I'll go right, you go left.
You know what? You know whose voice he reminds me of? And I only say this because I just watched the premiere to Loki, like, yesterday. Tom Hiddleston. Anyways, I guess strict stealth may not be required. I still think that if you get like seen
Certain portions, probably.
too much, then it becomes a problem.
I clipped that, by the way.
Oh, lovely, thanks. Doing
I-
the work that I can't do myself. What am I supposed to be doing here?
Apologies for my terrible laugh.
Most, well, I don't know, a significant number of people don't like the way their laugh sounds, so. You're not alone. Anyways, there's a guy in the corner. I could take him out when he comes around this way. I don't think this section is too strict. Oh, look. Right on cue. Oh no, guess what we've got? Another one of those things.
Yeah, I heard that that's one of the biggest
okay,
problems.
this one wasn't even that far, so we just have to figure out how to actually get up to that now.
It's one of the biggest problems with this game, actually, I've heard, is that it's a lot of follow the electrical things back to the breakers.
We should be able to lift this up.
I don't think it's been that bad, at least so far. Ugh. Words, how do they work?
Wait here.
Okay, well that's our cue to
Actually, go find it.
Yeah, how are we getting it up there again?
Hopefully no punching of guards is required.
If there's one feature that I like that The Last of Us has, is that it kind of
Detective vision?
yeah, it's the vision cone and sound that sort of appear on screen to let you know that enemies are looking at you. Well, we need to get up over there. I don't. How far away do we have to go in order to follow party from the alarm? Yeah, I found game. I know where it is. Do you want me to like look at it or something? 1 second. Here, I'm looking at it. What more do you want from me? Oh, wait a minute. I see handholds there. Oh, okay. I've learned. We didn't actually have to go that far.
Yeah,
good news.
Kind of counterintuitive. I was actually worried about that exact thing. Also, why would the security breaker be there? That's such an awkward place to put a security breaker.
I totally agree with you. That is a terrible place. Like, how would you actually get to that normally to service it?
All right. 1, 2, 3. All right, go. You got it. Yeah. Hurry.
I have a bad feeling you're about to get disconnected.
Okay. All right.
What do you mean by disconnected?
Oh, I was expecting him to not be able to hold the gate up.
Oh.
Easy.
I thought you were saying that he was going to do it intentionally, like drop it without letting Drake through, but...
That too.
You gotta cross this courtyard to get onto the roof.
Okay, I'll just let you do all the ass kicking, all right?
Ooh, this one, has a red tone to it. Alright, so he said head for the fountain. Where's the fountain? Not that way. What's the best way to tackle this? Oh, there's the fountain.
Probably actually tackling people.
That would be crazy. Subtle.
I'm surprised the guy didn't go, ah!
Well, presumably he, wasn't prepared.
You are not prepared.
Okay, I think we're supposed to get up and take this guy out. Uh-oh, I think we're in trouble.
Shit.
Yep, we're in trouble. There's your You got seen. So this section we do have to complete without being detected. You're just gonna stand there? It's a little bit janky. Just a little bit. Oh, that was lovely. We laid him down on the air.
I mean, that happens.
Okay, so let's...
You
I
could
feel like we're
probably-
supposed to go this way.
Around the fountain. Can you?
No, yeah, I tried to do like the stealth. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I can climb up on the ledge, and I think I can do the stealth takedown from there, maybe.
Can you knock out the guy on the left side of the fountain?
Maybe? I'm not sure if I can get, like, behind him, is the problem. Well, at least we get to see, you know, some different animations.
Yeah, they record lots of them for this game.
Alright. Yeah, I don't
Pretty
know
sure.
if that's a good idea, because we might get seen by the guy over there.
Okay. You don't have to do it.
I don't know for sure. That's just kind of my
Intuition.
guess. Yeah, intuition, you could say. Yeah, that's what we were supposed to do. So me punching alerted him to my presence. I was trying to do the stealth takedown, so
Alarm!
I'm thinking the guy on our left first.
When he's not looking at you,
Yeah,
directly at you.
That's kind of important.
He can only see what's inside that little flashlight clone.
Sweet dreams.
Thing is, people would hear this shit.
Or, you know, see the bodies laying on the ground too. Like, that one's in a pretty conspicuous location.
There's a lot of bloody windows.
Fair point.
Which window? The one that the game automatically brought my attention to.
The honeycomb window.
The one that the quest marker says we're supposed to go to. Now,
What's a
this part I
quest
can believe.
marker?
The giant thing pointing at the window was... Oh, that!
Oh, that's a giant bell.
Crap. Now what?
It's time to tip the odds back in our favor.
Oh, that's brilliant. Guns? What are you thinking?
Relax, Gandhi. They're tranquilizer guns, totally non-lethal. Your conscience will remain unscathed.
Yeah, because, you know, we didn't kill a ton of people in the last game with no guilt whatsoever.
A little bit of advice. These things have lousy range, so we still have to get in close. You okay with that?
Know how to shoot a gun, genius.
All right, let's take these guys out.
Bu kutulara bizim taşımamızı beklemiyor.
Wait,
I was
what?
also correct.
Oh, that...
Welcome
okay,
to-
it took a little while.
Yep. Welcome to, Splinter Cell.
I mean, the last game definitely didn't have a trank gun, so... And this is only temporary, though. Okay, so he said they have lousy range, so I'm going to try to get as close as possible.
We gotta get up to that.
Oh, he almost fell off. He's trying.
I'm so sleepy all of a sudden.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, that man is dead now.
Oh, please clip that.
Now all we need is a horse.
That was something. They definitely should have toned back the ragdoll physics here.
To the roof. If we get up there.
Good thing one of us thought ahead, eh?
Oh, you have a grappling hook.
All yours.
That won't be coming back until 2 games later. Well, not grappling hooks in general, but just it being a main mechanic. I mean, tranquilizers work if you shoot people in the head, right?
Tranquilizers work regardless.
Which way am I supposed to be going? I thought it was to the right. The game just didn't want to let me climb to the right.
Come on.
All right. I think I'm gonna take the elevator next time.
Wait, there was an elevator? Why couldn't we do that? Alright. I assume we have to cross beams here. Alright, so I believe the treasures work the same, like they'll flash.
Glint.
Glint. If we see them, so. Oh, let's not touch the bells. That seems like a good plan, yeah? Wait, that was where we came from. Oh. Duh.
Where did we come from? Where did we go?
We are
Where did
very
we come from?
very far from
Appreciate that update, Captain
from
Obvious.
the United States.
Wait, you got the consistency and internal consistency of this level is confusing me.
How so?
I don't know. It just feels like you're moving further away from where you're going and getting closer. And when you move closer, you get further away. I don't know. It mucks with my head sometimes. I have no concept of directionality.
I mean, I can't say that it's something that I'm really thinking about too much while I'm playing. I'm sure you could, map out the area. I'm sure that, the developers did it when they made it.
Shit, that was close.
That guy heard them and didn't say anything. He's just sitting there like, why is that one thing just kind of...
No, that was not what I wanted to do. I think it was supposed to be one of those fake outs where like you think that they're gonna see you, but then they didn't actually see anything.
Oh, definitely. I don't think they're getting caught until the end of the mission.
Oh, right. It's this mechanic. My favorite. Oh, we don't slide down the rope now. We just like climb down like a normal person.
I'm right behind you. As always.
Well, it's a good thing that there's so many, climbable surfaces here. One thing that this game does do a little bit better, and like the first game did this to an extent.
Try to include the handholds into the...
it highlights them like with colors, so you can see that the bars are yellow.
Ah, that man is dead. Oh, fuck you. That man had a family.
We don't know that.
Unless, if he didn't have a family, it's even worse.
It really shouldn't matter if he had a family or not.
I know, that's just what people say.
I know.
But the fact that he made a joke about it is just... Ugh.
Yeah. Oh, that's definitely, you can tell the quality kind of drops off. It's not terrible, but
Yeah,
definitely not as high
PS3
fidelity as the other things here. Okay, so we need to, we can probably get up on here, and there you go. There's a ladder.
Great view. I can see your house. Let's get moving.
I didn't know I had a house in Turkey.
Gobble.
There's a guard right below you.
Oh, right. Forgetting like all these mechanics where, you can shoot while hanging from things, stealth takedown while hanging from things. I'm pretty sure... Oh, no, his head didn't go inside the wall. Okay, well, that's good at least.
It just ragdolled.
Yeah, but why are the lights down?
You've gotten further away.
Don't worry.
Now, could we have gotten to it from the other location? That's the story that I'm going to stick with. Like, we couldn't have gotten there from anywhere else. Like this is just the route that we had to take.
To avoid.
I mean,
stuff.
don't you feel like Sly Cooper right now?
Oh God.
Um,
That is what they were going for, wasn't it?
You're here, why?
how do I?
Shoot him with a trank.
Oh, you know what? That's probably. I have infinite tranks, so. I was trying to get onto the railing over there and then take him out that way, but I guess that's not really necessary.
I can't get any closer with the tower lit up like that. What the hell's she doing?
Come on, Chloe. That's my girl.
Emergency generators on now! And all the lights come back on.
Well, crap. Something tells me this plan wasn't very well thought through.
They should have had a woman named Jill be the master of
Oh, that was you can see the lighting on his hair just kind of changed when he went in and back out. I don't want to rag on the game too much, It really is incredible what they did for the time, but
Here we go.
and we're in.
We're in. Now I have a bad feeling that the alarm will activate.
Until we get this case unlocked, that thing's gonna go off if we so much as touch this glass.
No worries, mate. Voila.
All right.
Wait sensor. Wait sensor.
We're sure it's the right one.
I think the power's out, so
I guess there's only one way
Yeah.
to find out. Sorry, Marco.
but Nate, the history.
Crap.
Well, that's the understatement of the year. This is it. It's bloody useless.
The light of the Great Khan. Wait a minute.
What are you doing?
It's resin. It'll burn.
And
Just give me your lighter.
is that really a good idea in here?
On. Whoa. Let me see that.
That's
Our
cool.
ships were driven by a great flood tide into the wilds of Java.
Sounds like they were hit by a tsunami.
Yeah, somewhere off the west coast of Borneo.
Oh, great. That narrows it down a bit.
Look, this mountain must have been the closest landmark where they went aground. We find that mountain, we find the ships.
Yeah, good work, mate.
Wait, there's more. Okay, Joe. As if the ocean itself sought to throw off the terrible cargo we carried from Shambhala. The curse of the Cintamani.
Will that mean something to you?
Shambhala. Oh my God, Flynn.
What?
Marco Polo found Shambhala. Shangri-La.
You're joking.
If they were carrying
There's
the
no-
Cintamani stone, it might still be there.
It's all very fascinating, but we really gotta go.
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
What I want to know is that
hell are you
text only visible
Sorry, mate.
with the light from the
This
resin?
is where we part ways.
Also,
Wait,
guess
Flynn,
what?
we had a
You were
plan.
right.
No, you had a plan. Turns out I've got one of my own.
Come on, throw me the rope. Don't be stupid.
Oh, yeah, right. You're the mastermind. Only you overlooked one little detail.
Didn't you, partner?
So what are you gonna do? Shoot me now?
No, I just need you out of the way for a little while.
Shit.
You think I didn't know about the ships from the beginning? Any schoolboy could have figured that out.
Flynn, listen.
Face it, genius. You've been played. Not yet. Want to give the guards a decent head start. Right, that's my cue. No hard feelings, yeah?
No, hard feelings.
Lots of hard feelings.
There are definitely lots of hard feelings.
Damn it, Flynn.
Okay, so I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. I think I'm
Probably knock
supposed-
out the
I think I'm
guards and
supposed
get
to go
out.
down the hallway. I don't think knocking them out is really going to accomplish much.
No. Okay, now I'm screwed.
Okay, well this seems like a better route. Oh, there we go. No way we moved that quickly by ourselves. Do you know how heavy manhole covers are? That was a big one too.
That would weigh about 150 pounds at minimum for a normal one.
Use your head.
Well, how would the guards be in here?
I don't know. There's just guards all over the place.
Gotta get to that ladder.
Oh no, where's Phil? He was guarding the rooftops. He's gone.
See ya, suckers.
Yep. And now we're just gonna move this one by ourselves.
I have a feeling that he's going to move it, and he's going to walk out and just have a guard shoot him in the fucking face.
Close enough.
Pretty close.
You overlooked one little detail, didn't you, partner? What?
Wait, 3 months. Oh.
Face it, genius, you've been played. Oh,
He's
really?
good at mimicking people, apparently.
Yeah.
Hey! Jackass, you're ruining the show here.
Ah, what a shame.
Sully!
I really can't leave you alone for a minute.
Oh man, am I glad to see you.
How you doing, kid?
I'm doing just great.
So, had to grease a few palms. Did go through the rest of your money and a good chunk of my own, but hey. Jesus, you stink.
Yeah, not half as bad as that cigar. Hey, how'd you find me?
Well, a friend of yours asked for my help.
Hello, Nate.
Oh, no.
Now wait a second.
Sully, kick her out and shut the door. We're safer in here.
Just wait a goddamn minute. Hear her out.
Thank you, Victor.
Hey, no offense, Sully, but you're not exactly the best judge of character, especially when it comes to women.
Fair enough. All the same.
Dear God.
Oh, no, it's not that bad. Look, I have my own bucket. Last cell I was in, 8 of us had to share.
Listen, Nate.
You know something, I really appreciate you dropping by, but if you and Flynn hadn't screwed me over in the first
Now,
place,
wait
I
a
wouldn't have
minute.
been rotting in this shithole for the last
Listen,
3
Nate.
months. So excuse me if I'm not just, leaping into your arms.
I had nothing to do with it.
Right.
I told you. He's not going to listen to me.
Screw this. Nate, they found the ships.
In Borneo.
Yes.
And the Cintamani stone?
How do you know about that?
Do you really think Flynn could have figured that out on his own?
All right, good point. No, they haven't found it yet.
What do you mean, they?
Flynn and his client, Lazarovich.
You know, the nutcase. They've been working together all along.
All right, then. If they haven't found the stone, that means there's still time. You're gonna get us into that dig site. We are gonna snatch that treasure right out from under them.
They'll never see it coming.
Yeah, well, payback's a bitch.
Is that a triple cross then?
Look, they called it the wish-fulfilling jewel. It's a sacred object.
What, like a Buddhist holy grail?
Exactly.
Thanks.
Sully, listen to this. In the kingdom of Shambhala lies the most precious thing to be found in all the world. A perfect raw sapphire of the deepest blue, larger around than the reach of a man's arms.
Ooh, that's gotta be worth millions.
Hundreds of millions. And you say there's more of this?
Loads more. Lazarovich paid top dollar for Marco Polo's journals. He's been after the Cintamani stone for years.
Well, if he's been counting on Flynn to find it for him, it's no wonder he hasn't had any luck.
If I can get a look at Lazarovich's files, I can find that stone.
Hang on a minute, cowboy. That's easier said than done. The files are in his tent, and his tent is in the middle of the camp. It's like an armed compound. There are soldiers everywhere.
Well, that's why it has to be an inside job. From someone they know and trust.
Oh. Okay, I see where this is going.
Just need a diversion. You give me 5 minutes in that tent, that's all it'll take.
Really? 5 minutes? Well, that's great. I won't even have to get my top off.
Chloe, I was thinking more like an explosion.
Or that can be arranged.
Are you in?
Oh, hell yes. I was in before you were.
Chloe,
You reading us?
Loud and clear.
We're getting close.
Alright, well, we're officially out of the tutorial, I'd say.
Charges all around the perimeter of the camp. You two just need to arm them.
We have an actual
First one
gun.
should be right ahead of you.
Pew 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 pew. Hopefully you get to shoot Flynn in the face.
It does not sound like that, no.
I mean, it sounds more like a...
That looks like... I think that blows up, so let's, no. That, I definitely don't think crossing that is a good idea.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea.
No.
Here it is.
I also left the detonator for
Oh.
Oh.
I guess that's ours.
All right.
It's green, that's how we know it's good.
Don't touch
Well,
the
now it's red. That's how we know it's bad. Because basically that was, we just armed the charge.
Set all the charges.
Mm-hmm.
Just hit the detonator and...
Wait a minute, but we didn't set that up. It was already there. I mean, yeah, sure, we, like, activated it,
Just be careful.
primed it, but...
Has got his men posted all around the perimeter.
He probably put the primer in.
I mean, I guess that would work.
Keep an eye out for patrols.
Well, it's a very dense jungle.
Sweating like a hooker in church.
Oh.
church?
Why not?
What, you know, the first of many Sullyisms.
Careful. Up ahead.
Don't let him spot you.
Let's take these guys out.
Do we have to be stealthy? Alright, so I guess the question is, are they gonna come close enough for us to just take them out from here? That is the question.
That was... the animations are good sometimes, but they're really jank other times.
Yeah, for sure. Wait, what is the... Was the ninja supposed to indicate that we got a stealth kill?
I didn't see it.
Oh, wait, I saw a shiny. Did you see a shiny? There it is. It's in the very top left corner. Okay, good, good. You know, you think they'd be able to hear me waiting in the water.
No, he wasn't suspecting you were coming up because he thought it was the other guy.
Okay, where's the shiny? Wait. Oh, wait. So I saw it, like, around here.
It was
back
probably letting you
there.
know.
But, yeah, I think the game actually kind of... I don't want to say moved it, but, like, put the indicator there so that you could see it from the other side. So that's cool. I appreciate that. Also, first new treasure.
Swear my feet haven't been dry for a month.
Okay, I see 2. Yeah, that's more than 2. I don't think stealth is, like, explicitly required here, I want to say.
Quiet, mate. That's the other end of the line.
Oh, yep, there we go.
Yep, sounds like you started a war.
Okay, that was Sully's Magnum and not a shotgun right next to me, you know. Important difference between those two things. So I have the added benefit of, you know, playing the first game recently, so helps that I don't have to readjust the controls, really.
Always a nice bonus.
Now that is an upside of playing all the games back to back. Well, you know, relatively speaking. Okay, anything else? I mean, I don't think so, but you know. Check just to be sure. No. Wait. Are we punching a boulder? Are we Chris Redfield now?
Why'd you punch a boulder? Pushing a boulder doesn't really count.
Yeah, we didn't really punch it.
This way.
Nate, you should be approaching excavation site 1 by now.
Hey, do we have a map or something? Oh.
Shit, we've been spotted.
Well, I guess there was no opportunity for stealth there. I'm rocking these headshots so far. Wait, oh, that did not get you. Okay, I thought. Unless... No, there was another guy. Okay.
Yeah, it was the second guy. I saw him pop up his head.
I did not see it until I got up on the ledge, and he was there.
It's convenient that they all have ammunition for the exact type of gun you have in your hands.
You should be getting close to the
I know, right? Also, 2 cans. Look at the 2 cans. No. Just no.
What, you don't like George of the Jungle?
Here's the camp. You ready for this?
Let's do it.
Okay. Well, this is gonna be fun. Alright, how much time do you give it before we just go full Rambo?
Minus 2 minutes.
Oh, that's really generous.
Minus 2 minutes?
Wait, what do you mean by minus 2 minutes?
2 minutes ago. I think you always Nathan is a bloodthirsty monster.
I'm not Ethan Hunt. Although Nathan Drake does do similarly impossible feats, so.
Could also. I was actually thinking Ethan Winters from Resident Evil 7 and 8.
Oh, yeah, I haven't played those. I mean, I'm aware of the character, but.
Think Nathan, but fighting bioweapons.
Gotcha. Okay. Nope, I guess none of those were headshots. That one was, though.
I really hope that jar shattered when it hit the ground. Oh, no, it landed on the guy's junk, so it wouldn't have shattered. Never mind.
He cushioned its fall. How nice of him.
Is he... Oh! He got shot in the face and then hit in the dick. Ugh.
I don't know what you're referring to specifically, but...
I'm not. He got shot. You shot him in the face, and then he got hit in the dick. If he's still alive and barely breathing, he's in pain.
All right, play nice.
Oop. Oh, cool. There we go. Yeah, don't want to get flanked. That's usually not a great idea. Oh, I could have sworn that one was going to hit. Any more? No, there's probably still more, but I think we probably have to advance. Haven't been using the AK. Up there.
Conserving ammunition's helpful. So nice of them to fall down in prescribed places for you.
Yeah, nice choke points, you know. Oh, we've got an indicator on the top right. How nice. So we have to go around and find them. So there's one.
I'm really bad at this. I keep hitting the wrong button.
For what?
I accidentally moved to another Discord channel again.
Oh.
Still got our arm free of the charges.
Okay, I'm gonna go back this way and just make sure that none of them are back here. Hey, look, one of them was back here.
Should be only 2 left.
Thanks, Sully.
How did none of the guards notice the bleeping green? Never mind.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're just unobservant.
One more. We're out of here.
So our video game guards we're talking about here. I think they're all at the water level, actually. Yes? No? Maybe so? I don't know if we're supposed to go over to that part of the map yet. Well, I tried. That looked like it could have been makeable. Alright, so we had one here. Over there. Where's lucky contestant number 4? Unless it's like up the ladder or something. That would be crazy. No, I don't think there's anything up here. Okay, so the point of that was? I don't think we can get up there yet.
Don't worry, once you... I guess you probably need to activate all the charges in the camp before you let it go anywhere.
I think we have to get all the charges first, but that would require finding and activating all of the charges, so... Yeah, we kind of need to do that. So, hint system. Anytime you want to kick in would be fantastic. Oh, I'm so... I don't know. I've run out of like areas where I would think to look for it. Oh, wait a minute. Please don't tell me it's like over here. Son of a...
Okay, that's all of them. Now let's go pay Mr. Lazarovich a visit.
See, I mean, I guess it makes sense why the characters wouldn't move out of this area, you know, because this lift is something that we clearly could have done. Just wasn't time yet.
It's okay. The allies that you're with, they know where they want to go, and how long we have to wait until be there.
Yeah, right. They know the intricate details of the plot.
Yeah, they've read the scripts. Nathan hasn't yet, though. That's what video games basically are.
What is this platform for? I guess it was for like the guy shooting at me.
It was for the guy shooting at you, yeah.
Serves no greater purpose.
Yet.
That was surprisingly ominous.
I believe that's the intent, yes.
Of you.
Oh no, I meant the you'll probably need them to get a treasure later on. Like you'll see one.
I thought there might be a treasure up there, but well, it's also possible that there was, and I already got it.
Look, they're not armed.
Not that many. What are we waiting for? We can take these guys.
I don't know, Sully. Maybe.
And you lost your gun.
Yeah, so we can have our, melee section.
Make certain to punch the guys in the face and maybe in the dick.
Yeah, so this system is a little bit more dynamic in that you can sometimes, do evade prompts.
Of course, Uncharted is before Batman Arkham, isn't it?
Here's another one for you.
This is Naughty Dog. Isn't Arkham Insomniac?
Yes, but I'm not saying like to do it. I'm saying that that fighting style has been copied by everyone since. How the hell can you read fucking Latin and not know what frivolity means?
What do you bet we follow the hose? We find the camp.
That's a good question.
Follow the hose. Just like in Montreal, huh?
You're never gonna forget.
Wait, what happened in Montreal? I want to know.
They're treasure hobos. Probably don't want to find out.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think
I see the camp up ahead.
I know. I still kind of want to know.
They murdered people in Montreal after following a pipe back to their encampment.
Okay, you ready?
Wait, just hold on a second.
Those darn Quebecois.
3 months and you have found nothing.
Well, now, wait a minute. We've been...
Commander!
It's surprisingly good hearing at this distance.
Must be Lazar.
Nathan can read lips.
This man was caught stealing artifacts from site number 5.
You would betray me for this?
No, Zoran, I can't explain.
No need. I am surrounded by traitors and fools!
What do you say we really ruin this guy's day?
Do it.
Spread out! Search the perimeter! Go!
Explosions can only happen if people are there, manually firing them.
Hey, don't tell him that. He might, wise up. Oh, I want to play with the sniper rifle. Dang it. Sully gets to have all the fun.
It's showtime.
Wait, did I? Oh, yeah. Our guns disappeared.
Yep. Like I said, like you said, mandatory punchy segment.
Huh. That must have been related to like some global number of stealth kills. There's no way that I got that after how many? It was a low number. That's for sure.
It could only be 5 or 10.
Unfortunately, the game doesn't tell me. Ah, dang it. Dang it. I was trying to go around the corner. Thanks, Sully. You know what got me? I was trying to go like out to go around the corner, but it's just hold forward. That's what tripped me up.
This is Drake's Fortune, right?
No, this is Among Thieves.
Among Thieves.
Drake's Fortune is the first one.
Man, this Lazarevich guy isn't screwing around, Sully.
Ah, there it is.
You should see all this stuff. He's got files on every expedition to find Shambhala, all the way back to the 1600s.
What about Marco Polo's journals?
Here they are.
Just hurry it up, you haven't got much time.
Yeah. The worthy pilgrim is granted a golden passport to conquer obstacles on his journey to Shambhala. Huh.
Is that supposed to mean something?
Beats me. Hold on. Here we go. It was with great sorrow that I left my fellow travelers to their fate. A fate decreed by the dreadful cargo we bore from Shambhala.
You must have thought that tsunami was some kind of divine retribution.
Wait a minute. Damn. Sully, I don't think the Cintamani stone is here.
What?
Listen to this. I would have sooner endured the wrath of Kublai Khan himself than remove the Cintamani stone from that sacred shrine. Marco Polo never had the stone.
Then what dreadful cargo is he talking about?
I don't know.
Well, if the stone's not here, what the hell is Lazarevich looking for?
The
Shambhala.
passport.
Here in Borneo? Is a little wide of the mark, don't you think?
He must be trying to pick up Marco Polo's trail. Back to Shambhala.
Why?
Because the stone is still there. Chloe, can you talk?
Hold on. Yeah, I'm here.
In all this digging they've done, have they found any bodies, any remains at all?
No, now that you mention it, nothing. Why?
Over 600 people were shipwrecked here, yet there's no bodies. Don't you find that a little odd?
So where did they all go?
Where would you go if a tsunami hit?
To higher ground.
Bingo. We head to that mountain. What do you bet we find Marco's pals? Chloe, can you meet up with us?
Already on my way.
Great.
Uh-oh. Nate, you gotta get out of there.
You're gonna have to give me a minute, Sully.
You don't have a minute.
Crap.
Stay down, kid. I got you covered.
I'd like to point out, why don't we just, take pictures of the... 1 second, it says to aim through a grenade, start by holding L1. Oh, that's so weird. They changed that.
L1 and L2?
Yeah, it's L1 to aim, and then I guess you can hold L2 to... Okay, you can do a quick throw. That is really awkward. Oh, I think my infinite supply of grenades ran out, so...
Don't you know the boxes of grenades that are huge only contain one grenade?
Right. Okay, so the... Oh yeah, see, that was definitely... That was definitely carried over, you can tell. I'm not surprised that I just got the one for 50 because I'm not the biggest fan of the AK. It's a little inaccurate. Sustained fire.
You could have gotten Survivor, kill 75 enemies in a row without dying. Or the game actually doesn't have a stealth one, but defeat 10 enemies in a row with hand-to-hand combat. Bare Knuckle Expert. Or 20 enemies with hand-to-hand combat in general for Brawler.
Oh yeah, I'm aware of those, but...
I was saying that's what...
You know what, I'm gonna switch to the handgun. Oh, there are more of them. Oops. You're still not dead? Oh, yep, he's definitely still alive.
Still alive. Still alive.
Yes, GLaDOS. I'm aware, Sully. What are you doing about it?
It looks like he's getting shot at.
That was a hit. I think I'm gonna not try to go for headshots here. Just, body shots. Yeah, I'm trying to do something about it. Why are all of you using AKs? Why can't you use a better weapon?
Because it's the beginning of the game.
I'm pretty sure it's one of the more common weapons in the game. Yeah, how much? I don't think we can get to the point where he is. Oh, he is coming up the left side. Okay. Yeah, alright, I think I need a little more firepower. There are a lot of them. Oh, okay, so you can totally just aim them the old way. Oh, there are more of them. I'm a little busy here. Just a bit. What? It's a freaking shotgun.
That's so punk. Dun, 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 dun. Whatever the hell the one Jim Sterling uses.
Okay, so it at least, you know, the game checkpointed once the tower thing came up. Yeah, I kind of need to get a little bit closer, though, don't you think?
Well, not if you do things correctly, you know.
Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, okay. At least that still worked. Did you see what happened? It hit him and it landed on the outer lip of it, so it didn't actually go inside.
But it's a grenade, so it punctured the building.
I guess it was close enough. If it had fallen off, I would have been kind of mad. Oops. Okay, let's just grab all the ammo that we can before heading out. I think we're full on handgun ammo. Oh. The infinite... Well, actually, you know what? It doesn't look like it is infinite because I think one of the boxes disappeared.
They may reappear over time, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or after a certain time, something happening, it probably just drops them off and disappears them.
Oh. The collapse of the tower provided a convenient bridge for me to get up to where Sully is. How about that?
Should be this way.
I forget how many chapters does this game have? I think it's more than the first one. I want to say like 24 maybe.
How many chapters in Uncharted 2? There's 26.
Oh.
But they vary in length.
So just like the first game.
Yeah, like those last 4 or 5 were like 10 minutes, 20 minutes each. If you weren't looking for a treasure, you would have beaten the game in that one stream.
Hey. Hello.
I mean, I really only had like 30 minutes or so of gameplay left.
The last resting place of Marco Polo's crew.
Exactly.
Well, I definitely have more than 30 minutes of gameplay left of this game.
Watch you to beat the entire game.
I don't think that's possible.
Down this way.
I'm kidding. We both know it's impossible.
We hit the jackpot.
This game's longer than the first by all metrics.
Look at their teeth.
Also, how in the world did his men not find this?
They're dumb.
They must have taken refuge here during the tsunami.
Yeah. I can't argue with you.
Don't try to think about it too much. There's no way to, you know, rationalize it away.
More resin. I've seen this before. Sully, give me a light.
So one thing that I've learned from these games is always carry a lighter if you're going to be an adventurer.
Yep. That's just good life advice in general. Apparently, it's used in ropes. It helps with the ropes because if the rope frays, you can burn the ends.
Yes.
And it's treated, and it
thing.
helps.
I can attest to that.
I should really learn to carry one around. I don't smoke at all, so...
Neither do I, so yeah, it'd really be... I mean, I probably should get a lighter just for candles. I'm technically not supposed to burn candles in my apartment, so...
I mean, given where you are, you're not supposed to do anything, and everyone knows that in California you're not supposed to do anything.
So that includes playing games, right? I'm not allowed to play
playing video games are fine because it's the one thing that can't give you cancer.
No. Don't talk to me about... Oh, was it Prop 60... 56? 56, I think? Yeah, that warning that appears on everything is like, this thing could cause cancer. It's like, okay, thanks. Yeah, a lot of things can cause cancer.
Doesn't mean they will in 99% of people.
Well, especially in such small amounts.
You're just getting spooked.
Look at this.
Oh, did I get the numbers backwards?
What do we
Is
have
it?
here?
Let's see.
Careful.
It's 65. Yeah, I did get them backwards.
Christ almighty.
Just kidding.
Nate, you're gonna give me a goddamn heart attack.
Oh.
Man, is that an ugly figure?
What is it? Some kind of weapon?
It looks familiar.
No, it's a purba.
Okay, so it's not a
Ritual
weapon.
object from Tibet. It's used to destroy obstacles.
Huh?
You know, spiritual ones.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Wait, could this be what Marco Polo was talking about?
Kid, I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
In his journal, he wrote that the worthy seeker would be given a golden passport to conquer obstacles on the journey to Shambhala.
So, what, this is it?
Look, that's all really interesting, but where the hell is it a passport to?
Well, maybe this map would help.
Let me see that. Between Greater India and the province of Tibet lies a field of exquisitely finished temples. Hundreds of gilded spires stretching as far as the eye can see.
Hold on, I know this place. It's in Nepal.
Yeah, except it's not just a field of temples anymore, it's a city.
Well, that could make things a little more challenging.
Now, hold on, there's more. In all these many temples, only one conceals the secret path to Shambhala. And that path shall only be revealed to the pilgrim who bears the golden passport.
Oh, right. Nice work, kid.
So what are we waiting for? Let's get out of here.
All right. See ya.
I'm dead.
Let's get going.
Wait, did that skeleton just speak?
No.
Wait, so that was you?
Yes, that was
How could you do this to me?
movie magic.
I'm gonna go out and make sure the coast is clear. I'll see you in a bit.
Okay. Are we just waiting here, or are we gonna climb up too? I guess we're climbing up too.
I mean, she has the perfect cover if at this point if she doesn't backstab the team.
I mean,
She'd be like,
they wouldn't pull the same thing twice, right?
Harry!
I don't know.
Here! It's Drake!
What the hell are...
Get your hands up.
You sure know how to pick 'em.
Shut up, Sully.
Oh.
Should have known it was you. And you, Victor goddamn Sullivan. You still dragging this tired old sack of
Everyone
shit
in this
around?
game is so good at doing impersonations.
That's pretty ballsy for a guy who spent the last 3 months behind bars.
Better than pissing away 3 months in the jungle without a clue.
Found the ships though, didn't I?
Couldn't find your own ass with both hands.
And a map.
They came from down there. Whoa. Harry, look at this.
Speaking of maps, between India and Tibet, one temple will reveal a
Pathway to Shambhala. Jesus, Flynn, while we're young.
Oh, no. Don't be such a bad sport. Take them to Lazarevich. You're gonna wish you'd stayed in prison, mate.
Move.
Come on, keep moving.
Ah, shit.
Are you all right?
Yeah, well, it'll make it look more believable. I'm gonna try and buy you some time.
No, Chloe, you have to come with us.
No. Just meet me in Nepal. Now run.
Let's go.
Wow, she actually didn't betray us. That's nice.
Yeah. Nice change of pace.
They've spotted us.
Although, I don't see any Turkish prisons around, so we've got that going for us at least. That was definitely scripted.
Thanks for the heads up.
Quit screwing around to get up here. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Run.
I'm not Spider-Man.
This way. Now what do?
We jump.
Oh, hold on there, Sundance. You gotta be out of your mind. We'll break our goddamn necks.
If we get caught, Lazarevich will break them for us.
I'm getting too old for this bullshit.
Come on now, don't you start this again.
Listen, I don't have your luck. Guys like me gotta know when to walk away from the table.
Sully, we're gonna get out of this, okay? We always do.
Yeah. You go meet your girl in Nepal. I'm going somewhere warm.
Come on.
That's definitely some survivorship bias there.
There they are! Oh, shit.
Well, shall we?
After you, Butch.
See you in hell, kid.
Shit.
Woohoo, vertical wipe.
When you said Lazarevich had a head start on us, you weren't kidding.
Well, he's had some help from the local guerrillas. The city's been on the brink of civil war for years. He just needed to throw a little gasoline on the fire.
Charming.
Yeah, well, all the chaos provides some cover while he destroys the city looking for the right temple. Nate? Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here.
You're not having second thoughts, are you?
Oh, me? Never.
Good, because I'm so ready to be done with these clowns. You got a map?
Yeah.
I'll meet you in the old market. Things are pretty quiet over there.
All right, you got it. Uh-oh. I got company.
I know this part.
Great, did you lose them?
I think it might be too late for that. Come on.
Nate, are you alright?
I've been better.
Oh no, our spare tire. Hey look, chapter 5.
And our other spare tire.
All 4 of our other spare tires. Wait a minute, at what point do they stop becoming spare tires? Alright, hold that and press R1 to find a gun. I assume I'm doing a Resident Evil here. I successfully did the Resident Evil.
Let's do the time warp again. Wait.
Okay.
It's just a jump to the left.
The old market. Ought to be this way. Fight it. Crap.
There's some nice like shifts in focus. The camera here definitely helps make it feel like a movie.
It's very cinematic.
I'm fully aware of it. Oh, I actually can't move right now. Subtle. Wow, they caught on to me super fast. Oh, great. Do you see this as some of those bouncing fans? There we go. Alright, you're close enough. I can just punch you.
And thus
see how I grabbed that?
shoot at each other.
It just kind of like bounced and it looked like I snatched it out of the air. More AKs. See what I mean? Hey, at least I have 69 ammo.
Nice.
Okay, so are we gonna find out who was driving this thing?
I have a sneaking suspicion.
Guess
they're
not.
Well, guess I'm not going that way.
Huh. Wow.
If Nathan Drake had a stand, it would be the fact that he can get beat in the face, punched around, thrown about, and not notice it at all. This man
It'd
is
still be
literally
able to climb, run, and jump.
Yeah, yeah. Among other
Yeah,
things.
the same as your average Olympian. Yeah, don't mind me just, jumping on signs. As you do. Oops. Yeah, let's go in here. And that's... Yep, we're falling. Well, not quite. Although I'm pretty sure we're actually supposed to go down here anyways, so...
Nice parking job.
But hey, at least we can do it safely, and that's what counts. Oh, that's where we're supposed to go. That was not what I wanted to do, but oh. Okay, get up on, the top of the bookshelf, then we can jump across. I guess that works.
Like I said, ability to still jump about like it's nothing.
What do you mean you can't take an explosion to the face and do all this?
Oh, he doesn't just take an explosion to the face. He takes multiple explosions.
Oh, that's a
to the
chopper. I
face.
was like, what's going on with the lighting there? That would explain it. Also, we totally got away with shooting that guy for free. I don't see anyone else around here, but hey, look, a better gun.
I mean, Nathan Drake really does come across as a murder hobo to me sometimes. He would definitely be like, hey, free kill!
I just... Oh, wait a minute. I can...
Clear the streets.
I can stay up. Hey, Nate. There we go. I've never really been a fan of these. I know they're powerful, but like they just have such limited ammo. In addition to not being super common. That is just, I don't know, it's hard to
Which weapon is
see
it?
the value. It's the West, it's a Magnum.
That is the problem with magnums there.
Yeah. Low ammo, powerful but low ammo. Oops. Oh, you know what it is? I think that little ninja icon tells you things that you got by killing them in stealth.
Oh, okay.
So that's an incentive to be sneaky. All right. On a scale of 1 to not worth it.
I mean, if you throw too fast enough.
Now they saw it as soon as I threw the first one. Although I did manage to take out all the guys that were standing around there, so. Oh, right. The guys with the shields. I forget what you're supposed to do about those guys, honestly. Dang it. Curse them and their super accurate grenade throws. Oops. I like to take care of the guy upstairs. Honestly, probably going for that guy would be easier, or he could move. Oh, I always love it when that happens. I mean, that's not too unrealistic because, if you got shot right after pulling a grenade pin, you might not be able to pick it up. Although it definitely, the grenades definitely explode like instantly when you do that to them. So that part's a bit of an embellishment.
I mean, maybe the... Nah, I've got nothing.
Yeah, dang it. That's not what I wanted. Ah, great. That was definitely not me.
Seems like I am always saving your ass.
Definitely not.
What was that about the
Well,
you know
it
old
isn't
market
as
being
worth
quiet?
Oh.
Something tells me that she was embellishing things a little bit.
Oh, maybe I'm just happy to see you. Yeah, hello.
So this is the key to everything.
Yes, it is. Marco Polo's passport to Shambhala.
What do we do with it?
Ah! I have no idea, actually. I do know Lazarevich won't get very far without it.
I wouldn't underestimate him, you know. He and Flynn have been tearing this city apart. They must have leveled dozens of temples already. So what's our next move? Nate? I hate it when you do that.
Check this out. You see the symbol?
Yeah.
Look up there.
Okay, I see the resemblance, so what does it mean?
It means we know how Marco Polo found his next clue. The temple we're looking for is going to be marked with this emblem. Now all we have to do is find it.
You do realize there are literally hundreds of these temples throughout the city.
Yes, but if we found a higher vantage point...
We could spot our needle in the haystack.
Right.
There's a hotel not far from here.
Chloe, now is not the time.
It's easily the tallest building in the city.
Oh, you horn dog.
Okay, that's good thinking.
Follow me.
Yep.
I mean, why is it that the first thing he thought is he went to is?
I mean, you know, people do those things in hotels, so it's not out of the question. Anyways, you know,
It's no good. It's locked.
back to the gameplay.
Wait here. I'll see if I can find a way around.
Oh, what do you mean we can't just blow it off its hinges? Boo. No, grenade, I'll take that. I even know where I picked that up from. I just saw the prompt on the bottom of the screen. It's like, oh, yeah, that, okay, sure.
Like I said, Nathan has treasure hobo senses. So he sees treasure that you can't see.
Oh, clearly.
It looks like that'd get me up there.
What street sign? Oh, that street sign. Good. The hint system doesn't really take into account if there are things in your way. The hint system actually kicked in
Hey, I can see the hotel from up here.
pretty quickly.
Yeah, I know. We're almost there.
Oh, don't say
Guessing
that.
they had a lot of problems with it.
Almost there in this game, you know, usually means that we've still got like half an hour of level to go.
Or 20 seconds. And it'll
Something-
alternate between the two of them.
Something tells me it's not going to be 20 seconds in this case.
Yeah.
Kind of got stuck in the running animation when I got up on the beam there.
Also, just want to point out, this game is very muddy. And I really don't like it.
You mean like the texture quality or colors?
The color type.
I mean, yeah, there's definitely a lot of brown here. I don't think it's quite as bad as some shooters from around this era. Where am I supposed to be going? I thought this balcony was going to be it. I don't know. What do you think? There's an open window down there. Can I get to it though? Oh. Oh look, it's a reference.
Hotel El Dorado. By the way, there's achievements for killing people while
Hanging from signs, I'm aware.
and grenading them from signs.
Oh, I could have sworn that that was a no way you land that on the sign.
Why is he throwing grenades at you? It doesn't make any sense.
It's a very questionable decision, I agree.
Hunt him down.
I hate these guys with the shields. Yeah, see, if they stick out from behind the shield, you can hit it, but
Yeah, they're definitely meant to be shoot them in the hands that are shooting you with guns, and then
This is over.
there we go. Wait, he's still not dead. How many times have I shot you in the hand? Like, jeez.
how many times would they teach you this lesson, old man?
Oops. Ah, dang it, I thought that was a headshot. I swear all of those have been like, should have been landing on his head, but none of them apparently did. Are you still alive? What the? This is getting absurd. How many bolts has that been now?
Well, enough that you noticed it, but not enough to kill him. Apparently.
Yeah, hi, it's me. Oh, right. We were finding another way around, weren't we? Oh, it's there's the door. Oops.
Stand back.
I wonder if she would have helped us.
We had that one covered.
I guess
the way she's
I guess
talking, yes.
We'll never know. That's okay, you know, I got it.
Boy, it's a shame you have to sit on something that big.
Here you go. Say I never do anything for you.
Okay, I was just trying to, you know, go over the thing. You didn't have to climb sideways.
Yes, she did. If she doesn't glide sideways, how can she
No,
totally
I was talking about Nate.
Oh. And Nate had to slam dunk on the fact that he's more physically fit than both of us combined.
Can I seriously not, like, crawl under these? I don't know. Do we not have any other options?
Did you try melee?
I guess we got our... No, I did. See?
Weird. These games usually love doing melee for stuff like that. Half-Life had a crowbar though, so I can't...
Okay.
And a gravity gun.
Just don't want
Yeah.
Honestly,
that's
once you get the
actually a lot
gravity
later.
gun, the crowbar kind of becomes obsolete. As much as I hate to say it.
Unless you want to dunk on people.
I suppose it is still good for that. Alright, if the next chapter isn't called Desperate Measures, then, you know, I'm quitting the game right now.
I doubt that.
It probably isn't. Okay, well they're both dead.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
No?
No, I think maybe we should cut over to the hotel a different way. Just avoid this crew altogether. I'm sorry, do you have a plan to go along with that grenade?
Yes, I do. I'm gonna circle around this way, break up their little party.
Aren't you forgetting about somebody?
Well, that's where you come in, sweetheart. I need you to take care of him. But, do it quietly.
Do it quietly.
Yeah.
Are you sure about this?
Desperate times, right?
What does that mean?
Call for desperate measures. Ugh. God,
Yeah.
sometimes you're so dense.
Wait, what the? Did you see what happened to that guy?
No.
He's just lying on the ground now. He's just dead, Jim.
That's right.
All right, so I guess the question is how do
And the guy in the truck didn't notice that.
somehow. He's also not going to notice my hands. You know, we can probably just get up and do that.
Oh, you know what happened to that guy? One of the other guys shot him.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah. Right as I was saying, calls for desperate measures. There. Yeah. Oh no, he threw him. He threw him.
Threw him?
Yes. When I checked when you with the big clipping, when you said, see what happened to that guy? One of the guy in the armor dragged him along, flicked him.
Oh. Okay.
Or, as the kids nowadays say, yeet.
Yeah, the FAL is definitely a lot more accurate than the AK. I vastly prefer it, and also honestly seems kind of. That was close. Seems more powerful too, honestly. All right, I like the music.
You know, he's supposed to be Indiana Jones, but
Great. Oh, who's shooting at me and from where? I need to find a place where I actually have like cover from all angles. Okay, good. You actually are dead. I swear. I swear some of these guys, like, they recoil and I think they're dead, and then, you know, they just keep getting back up. It's a good thing that these guys never think to shoot the propane tanks.
if they were that smart, they wouldn't be in the opposing army. After all, they are called mindless goons for a reason.
Fair enough. Sure are a lot of them, though.
Also, is it bad I kind of want to pick up that Hundle bundle so I can get the Civ 6 for and all of its DLC for like the price of the base game? Then immediately cancel the Humble subscription.
Nothing saying you can't do that. You guys just keep coming. To quote a one Falco Lombardi.
Oh man, these guys just keep coming.
Okay, please tell me that was the last of them.
It was The Last of Us.
Roll credits. Look at all these guns.
And you say that he isn't a treasure hobo.
We're just scavenging all this, you know. No, there's more of them. Why?
Because you just got ammo pickups.
I mean, fair, but seriously.
Oh yeah, there's nothing I love more than murder in the morning.
Oh, did I seriously not take out the guy on the turret? Did that get him? No. That did, though. Yeah. Okay, she's shooting at them. That's she's probably.
She's shooting at them. That's probably pretty useful compared to other allies in other games.
Yeah, she actually does stuff.
Yeah, I think
It's
that's
nice.
the last of them.
Look, you even said it.
The hotel. Now we just have to find a way out.
Never say, I think that's the last of them. That is
Clearly,
dumbest thing to do.
clearly, Nate does not know how to tempt fate. We've been over this.
No, I think the problem is that Fate loves him. Because you know how much of a fickle mistress she is.
What?
Yep. Oh, sorry. Wait a minute. We're going the wrong way, I think. Oh, look. A grenade. Cool. I'll take that. I'm pretty sure we're at max ammo on both of our weapons, actually. Unsurprising, considering how much we just picked up.
I think this is our best bet. Give me a boost up.
You got it.
Okay.
You got it?
Yep.
Ammo! Ammo here! Ammo! God, Battlefield, Bad Company 1 and 2, where you just have someone just sitting there with the ammo canister, just chucking it down.
Alright. Looks clear so far.
God, good days,
There
man.
another way
Good
in?
Not
days.
from here.
Haven't played it. Okay.
Honestly, I didn't really expect
camera, what are you trying to tell me? I see a window that's open. Am I leaping this? Is that no, he's not reaching for it. Oh wait. How could I forget the signs?
Very resourceful.
Ah, yes, the signs.
I should have seen the sign. I think we want this one. Yeah. That looks better.
All right, I'm in.
Alright, well, question. This is probably a pretty good stopping point. You know, things are calm, we're not getting shot at anymore. And we just hit 2 hours, well, roughly speaking. Well, I would like to amend that statement about not getting shot at. Oops.
It happens a lot in this game.
Oh, guy was wearing a helmet, so we're doing that already. Ew, AK. No thanks.
MG32 in the window!
Well, that was unpleasant.
You must have hit a generator. Give me a hand. Just a little more.
Nate, move!
Oh, you left the girl back.
Get you out. You're gonna be
She's
okay?
gonna be so pissed.
I brought something to read.
What was that voice?
Not really a voice, just sort of a
The circuit breaker's on the
intonation.
top floor. Just sit
I
tight. I'll
mean, you
take care of
spoke it, so it's a voice.
Great. Power's out and a girl's trapped. I swear to God, if there's a zombie around the next corner.
Careful what you wish for. No, really. Oh,
I
right,
mean,
you
given
can-
what happened to him, where Nazi zombies ? In the last game, yeah, probably should. This man literally does not know how to not tempt fate.
Fair enough. All right, well, on that cliffhanger and this lovely view,
It took me a second. Cliffhanger.
I didn't even intend that actually.
It works though.
It does. Okay. Well, thank you for watching. Save the game. Make sure that I save over the correct file. Although, I don't know how much of a difference that would really make, because isn't this the kind of game that, like, saves things between playthroughs anyways?
Yeah, I don't know the exact specifics, but it does save a lot.
I mean, because we still got the achievements, like the stats carried over. Okay, well, let's see who's streaming.
But in the wise words of Relic's Parasite, don't tempt fate.
Oh, I'm quotable now. Imagine that, generating quotable content. I don't know what that's like. Okay, do we have a raid message?
Hashtag don't tempt fate. It all just fits together.
No, we need something a little more creative than that.
I mean, we could use Treasure Hobo again.
I feel like that'd be too easy.
Hashtag
give me a minute.
Trip to Shangri-La.
Nah. We need something funny, you know? It's gotta be like, gotta have a comedic element to it. Let's see, what happened?
Well, I mean, we did have two clips. The one with the horse. The one with the cart, rather. But I don't know how quotable or talking about ragdolls is.
It's not really super quotable. This is the hard part. I need more time. See, the problem is I don't have the bandwidth to do this while I'm playing the game during the stream. So I have to do it all at the end. That's the struggle.
What was the other clip I gave? We got the horse and the pathing.
Yeah, it was that.
Oh, the pathing is the other one.
1 second. I'm still working on it. You know, these things take time. I'm definitely not stalling. That's totally what I'm doing. This is.
I'm stalling. I'm stalling down the river.
No. I gotta come up with something. Come on, brain. Do things. Maybe I should stop talking, and that'll give me more bandwidth.
I could talk instead and just talk about random things. Like how I think Civilization 6 on Humble's a really good deal right now, like I mentioned before. I guess Mirai server might be playing that a bit often in the near future, but who knows with them. Even with all the DLCs, they'll probably not play it with the one that gives them access to the really broken things. If you haven't seen the Spiffing Brit videos on it, some of the game modes in the DLCs are literally broken. The faith-based one, where you can trigger apocalypses and stuff like that. Oh god, that one is mondo broken. Spiff turned floodplains into plus 130 faith per tile per turn.
And we ran out of filler. Dang.
There's only so much filler I can put forward.
Oh, come on, brain. Why am I so bad at this?
I mean, the biggest problem with a lot of it is that, like, really a lot of notable things don't happen in the game that are funny. It's a serious game.
Yeah.
It's like the ragdolls is probably the
fair.
funniest thing we came across.
Playing with ragdolls?
Yeah,
Why not?
Well, people might think we're playing Halo then, not Halo, Half-Life then, because that's a game you can literally play with ragdolls.
You know what? Let's go with it. That's probably the funniest thing to happen this stream. All right, let's go ahead and raid the Juker.
Okay, give me a second. I might disconnect on accident if I hit the wrong button. Okay, I didn't hit the wrong button this time.
Huzzah. Okay, there's the stream. You know, I know Twitch has its whole new raid feature, but got to be old school. So thank you very much for watching. Next stream is probably going to be Monday. So yeah, until then.
Goes Elliot. Didn't I choose Clarissa earlier? I think with ragdolls. Yo, Red, thank you for the raid.
I thought this looked like Knights.
I believe this is Knights into Dreams. Yeah, it's Knights into Dreams.
Oh, well, hold on.
Okay. Yeah, I should probably end the stream now.
You can't really just quit out
That's,
instantly, which
that's still
bothers
going.
me, unless there's a way to.